Hi everyone, my name is Uni Ying. My norm entry is AW220271. Today we are talking about the depressions. Yes, it's important because depression can increase the risk of suicide. We have two objectives. First is to determine the depression rate by different demographic group. Second is to investigate the symptom of depression status. Let us start with our first objective presented by Hanisha.
Analysis of depression status by state, sex, and age gap. In a survey of 6418 respondents across Malaysia, 156 or 2.43% reported experiencing depression. Most states show low rates, but Sabah has the highest with 4.4% of respondents affected, followed by Perlis at 3.9% and Sarawak at 2.7%. This data assumes accurate responses and representative sample. Factors like healthcare access and socioeconomic status may impact this rate. Higher rates areas like Sabah may benefit from increased mental health support. Next, females show a higher rate of depression with 96 cases compared to males 60 cases. This means females account for 61.5% of depression cases, with males at 38.5% cases. The overall prevalence remained low at 2.9 for females and 2% for males, suggesting that depression is uncommon for both groups. The result reflects a possible reporting biases and underscore the need for gender-focused mental health support. On to the next point. Young adults aged 20 until 24 years old show the highest rate with 20 cases or 3.3%. The 25 under 25 age group follow closely at 2.9%. In contrast, children under 15 report less than 0.3%. Depression prevalence peaked in early adulthood, then gradually declined. Older adults, like those over 65 age, report only 1 until 2 cases less than 1%. These statistics suggest a need for psychiatric support in young adulthood where the risk of depression appears highest.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faris Weruzaidi, and so for today, I will explain to you about my analysis. For the first chart, we have marital status and depression status. As we can see from the chart, married person that have depression are higher than the single and divorced person with total count of 95%. And the lowest married status with depression is divorce with total count of 0. The hypothesis that we can make is most likely the married person have much higher depression status because they have been pressured by their partner. As for the lowest, that is divorce, they have 0 depression because they are having no pressure. For the second chart, we are using pie chart. For the highest total percentage that having depression comes from the quintile 1 with 24% or 38%. And the lowest come from quintile 5 with 70% or 26%. For the quintile 1, we can say that financial hardship, difficulty in meeting basic needs, and limited access to mental health service are one common stressor. For quintile 5, we can see higher income individuals have more access to healthcare and can afford better quality of life and typically experience low financial stress. And for the third one, we are using line chart. As you can see from the chart, the highest total depressions come from bottom 40% with total of 115%, and the lowest is come from top 20% with total of 11%. Many in the B40 group live in more crowded or less safe environment, which impact mental well-being and more likely to have depression. People in the T20 group often have higher level of education, which correlate with greater awareness about mental health.
Everyone, now it's my turn to explain the symptom for the depression status. Those are the symptoms for the depressions, and here I want to choose that the depression status sizes, and I click to the yes to show the symptom for the respondents who are in the depressions. So actually, the symptom depression, they can divide into two groups. One is the visible symptom, and one is the or is not too visible symptom. So how we can see that it is the invisible symptom? We can see we can look at the nearly every day, or we can see at the more than 7 days. If the nearly every day have the higher numbers of the symptom of the depression status, means the symptom is the visible symptom. So we have the feeling tired and the trouble exit are the visible symptom for the depression status. But the others like the trouble concentrations, not formally feeling down, little interest, or appetite moving slow, those are the invisible symptom for the depression status. However, for those who has the symptom like trouble concentration very higher for those symptom depression status, no worry that you are really in the depression status. Because you're just having the risk to become the depressions. For here, I choose the size of risk of depressions. A total of respondent about 933 is actually having a risk, but actually having the depression status is only 156. And also, maybe you can count the score by yourself. For example, the nearly every day you can count in the 3 marks, and more than 7 days you can count into the 2 marks. 7 days you can count into the 1 mark, and 9 is a 0 mark. So you can total your mark, and you can see here who has the risk of depression is at least is about the 5 score. But for those really in the depression status, there are at least 10 marks their score. And so we can conclude about how many others who have the depression status of all the ranks. So for others, isolate the 70, and it will show that they have having total of 155 of number of respondents, divide of the total number of 6418 and times 100. Therefore, we can get the about 2.4 rates of depression among the adults in our country. So in conclusion, I think we have to increase the awareness about the depression because it's giving the important or significant implications for individual, society, community, and also our country. So that's all for us today. Thank you for watching.